Hello and welcome to this video explanation about business psychotherapy. My name is Mark Spooner. I've been a practicing psychotherapist since in the form of NLP since 2007, and before that time in 1999 when I qualified at Cranfield School of Management using Centaur psychology model. The whole purpose of business psychotherapy is to aim to stop stress getting to a point where people feel like they have no further options, with life pressures, work pressures, peer pressure, etc., etc., money and such like that goes on in people's lives. Very often that can affect a person's work environment and ultimately the business. Whether you're a person watching this for thinking about business psychotherapy for yourself, or if you're a manager or a senior manager, a managing director, such like, and are thinking about sort of this for your business to help your staff to add value to their environment and your business ultimately, then the aim of business psychotherapy is to try and intervene before people get to a point where they feel like they have no options left, and they feel like they're in a vicious circle environment where potentially their perception may be that they're not getting any support in their work environment, they're not getting any support in their peer environment, they're not getting any support from their personal life, their marriage, their relationships, friends and such like. And so what tends to happen is a vicious cycle starts to roll and appear, and it will get out of control for sure, as the HSE have produced reports year on year that, and they've reported on the fact that over 50% of sickness absence in businesses, which runs into millions and millions, tens of millions of days of sickness absence for businesses in the UK, are stress related. And the whole point of business psychotherapy is to actually avoid that from happening. And that's where my passion comes in as a psychotherapist, focusing on the business environment specifically, where I know from personal experience, I have been there, I have known what it's like to have a breakdown, I know what it's like to be in the environment where you feel like you're in this vicious circle that you can't get out of. And to a point where I had a breakdown. I wasn't addressing it myself, and how I got out of that vicious circle environment was to actually go to a psychotherapist myself, and I found it absolutely invaluable over a period of about six months, where I was able to get myself sorted, my mind sorted, my life sorted, and ultimately this had a knock-on effect in not only my personal life but also in my professional career as well. And so that's where my passion comes from. That's my aim, that's my outcome for providing this service to you, to your business, to your work colleagues, to your peers, to people that you manage. And so that's the whole point of business psychotherapy. How it works: typically I will go to a business, and in a kind of a safe, quiet environment, I can usually work with, I normally work one-on-one, but I can work in groups as well. The best thing to do is for actually people to come here to my therapy room and therapy environment, where it's outside of the realms of their perceived environments where they could be getting problems, and to come into an environment where they feel free and open and safe to communicate and go through the processes that I can help them to go through. And so that's typically the best thing to do. And so it's all about really working with staff, working with people, working with managers, senior management, junior management, and such like, to overcome. There has to be a level of honesty from the person themselves, in as much as, like with any form of psychotherapy, I liken it to, you know, a parent who's got a problem child and takes the child to a therapist and says, you know, here you go, this child's got a problem, they need sorting out. And nothing's going to happen if that child doesn't want to address anything. And so the same would apply in a business environment as well. There has to be an element of trust on the part of the person coming for the psychotherapy, that they want to address the issues that maybe they're experiencing, and to feel, you know, and to get that confidence back and to get those options back in their life where they feel like that, you know, that they have a little bit more control over what's happening to them, you know, whatever their perception is. So in a nutshell, if this interests you, I look forward to talking to you. Some other benefits that I can provide as part of the whole business psychotherapy is that in a group environment, which I actually quite enjoy doing, not focusing on any specific person, but as a group, I can help people to actually understand how they can learn to see the signs of stress in staff, you know, work colleagues and such like, and how they can deal with and how they can manage and communicate with somebody effectively, because everyone's different. It can sometimes be hard to actually, you know, what may work as a manager managing a certain type of person may not work with someone else, and so I can help, you know, I can help with that as well. Using some very simple tools and a form of psychology that I learnt in Cranfield University, which has just been absolutely invaluable throughout my career, and it's just really, really good. And I can pass that on. You know, there's things like that work in a business environment, in group environments where, you know, real life interaction and demonstrations and discussion can go on. You know, that can actually help people to manage others effectively. And so, you know, that's all part and parcel of the services of business psychotherapy. So, as I said before, if you are interested in this form and would see a benefit, you know, of this form of psychotherapy in your environment, with yourself, with work colleagues, with your peers and such like, then I look forward to hearing from you. And as I mentioned in my leaflets and flyers and such like, the first session is actually free if you want to experience what it is like, and go from there. So thank you very much for watching and taking the time to watch this video, and I look forward to hearing from you soon.